My name is Shalina Melwani and I'm going to be cooking chicken curry Muthu style with biryani rice. My mother-in-law taught it to me about 2 years ago, but we recently modified it over and over again. It's been enhanced with flavors and other ingredients than the normal chicken curry. I enjoy cooking this dish because my entire family loves it, and my son especially. I believe it's more of it has a South Indian taste, which is not from our own culture. We come from the northern side of India, so it's something different for the family. We normally cook it when guests come over because it's something that most people enjoy. There are some tips which are normally used to enhance the flavor of the dish, so I'll be showing it to you all when I demonstrate the cooking. Okay, we gotta wait for the oil to get hot and then put in the first ingredient, which is mixed seeds. When you put it in, right, you're supposed to hear it splatter. Okay, you need a little bit extra onions because you need it for the gravy of the chicken. So you put in all the other spices as well. The cinnamon sticks, star anise, cardamoms. This is cumin seeds, and to get the flavor out, right, we normally use our hand and sort of grind it with the hand. Okay, then chop it all in. Okay, then I put in the pandan leaf, lime stick, and the blue ginger. Now, normally you would add ginger, garlic, and tomatoes, but to enhance the flavor, I've marinated the chicken with the ginger, garlic, fresh turmeric, and tomatoes. Another tip is the tomatoes, you don't cut it, you use your hands to squeeze it in. So this will come at a later stage. I'm going to put in a bit of ground fresh chili, and I'm also going to put in red chili powder. I'll just put in half a tablespoon. This is coriander powder. And because it's powder, if you don't add in water, it sticks to the pot and it burns, so you got to put in a little bit of water. I'm also going to add in, this is Baba's curry powder, so it's about 1 tablespoon mixed with water. So I'm going to put all of it in. So you need to keep constantly stirring this so it doesn't burn. And if it does get too dry, you add in a bit of water. This is another type of cumin seeds. The other tip that I have is, most people would just pour the entire thing into the curry, but I normally spread it out, so I put a little bit in at every juncture of the cooking. Okay, so we just got to keep stirring it for a good 10 to 15 minutes. And how do you know when the onions are cooked? Is when the oil starts to come out from the onion. So to enhance the flavor again, what we do is every time the oil starts to come out, we add in a bit more water and mix it again, and then do the same process a few times. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to add in a little bit of coriander. Most people use this as garnishing, but I constantly put it as I'm cooking, so it gives it a fragrance. So if you want to see what I mean when I say the oil separates from the onion, right, it's something like that. You would see it forming around the onion. Continue adding the green cumin seeds, a bit of coriander. I think I've cooked the onions enough. We've added water, let it separate, added water quite a few times already. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in the chicken with the ginger, garlic, and tomato. Okay, so chicken also has its own water, so we're not going to add any water, just add in the chicken. Now you don't add any extra water at this juncture because the water will come out from the chicken itself. I'm just going to mix everything so that I don't have a layer burning at the bottom. And then I'm going to put this on a very, very low fire, and we're going to leave it for about 45 minutes. Even though you've put it on a very low fire, you got to constantly mix it because the layer at the bottom is going to burn. I put my rice to soak, so I need to drain it now. For the rice, we don't use oil, we use ghee. It's a lot because it needs to sort of coat the entire rice. Put in all the other spices. The first thing I'm going to do is put in the cumin seeds. Why cumin seeds first? Because it would splatter, and then you add in everything. So again, same like the chicken, I use my hand. So once you put that in, then you just put the rest of the stuff in. Sliced onions for this one. The onions and the cumin seeds burn very fast, so just make sure that the fire is not too high when you're cooking this. Okay, so once the onions start to turn brown, I can add in my ginger and garlic because this also needs to be cooked. And then I fry it until it's cooked. So for this rice, I normally use hot water. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir so that everything gets mixed everywhere. And then that's it for the rice. So we're gonna come back to the chicken, and if you take a closer look, you'd have realized that there's water as well as the oil has come out. So I'm gonna mix all these flavors back into the chicken. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir the rice as well. I'm gonna add in rose water. And I'm also gonna add in a little bit of yellow coloring. You don't want too much of it because then it becomes yellow, right? So you want to have like white grains as well as yellow grains and orange grains. Alright, so we're gonna check on the chicken, and I think it should be done. So we are gonna now put it into the dish. Now when you're serving it to your guest, you want to make sure you take out the blue ginger because it looks exactly like a piece of chicken.